everybody, and welcome to the channel Crossing the Spiritual Streams. My name is Tandra, and today we're going to do a Tarot Pick-a-Pile reading for May of 2021. This is going to deal with your general energies for the month, what you might be dealing with, some advice on what to do throughout the month, some things that might pop up that's, not expected, or that, kind of give you a heads up of what kind of energies you might be dealing with. We do have our pre-picked charms for each pile. We do have 3 piles to choose from. Remember, it is best to go with your gut instinct on which pile that you go with. It is possible to be drawn to more than one pile, and if that is the case, it's okay to watch more than one. Some people do get messages from more than one pile when they do that. We do have the 3 piles here. Pile 1 has a tan stone. Pile 2 has a gray-green stone, and Pile 3 has an amber stone. I would love to take this opportunity to thank all of you who have participated in the channel. Those of you who have given the videos thumbs up, who have left us comments in the comments section, who have subscribed to the channel, and also who have left a link to the channel on their social media accounts for the friends and family to find so that they can check out the channel as well. All of those things are very useful to us. They're helping the channel grow greatly. It's helping YouTube to decide to share our videos with other people. And we just want to say thank you for that very much while we had the opportunity. Okay, we are going to give you a moment or so to reflect on these piles. And when you're ready, in the description, there will be a link to each pile so you can go directly to your reading when you're ready. Okay, so we're going to give you a moment or so to do that, and then we'll see you at your reading. Hello, Pile 1, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the tan stone here. We do have our tarot cards and oracle cards and things that we're going to look at here in a minute. We also have our randomly pre-picked charms that we're going to look at as well as our oracle spheres. So you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you might get an answer to. Remember, this is for May of 2021. And whatever might come out for that. So let's just take a look at what messages we have. All right. First of all, all right, got a little bit of everything going on here. Okay. We do have the number 2. That usually means a coming together or a partnership or working closely with somebody else. It could also mean a romance for some of you might start up during this week or this month as well. We'll see what the tarot cards have to say about that. But that is a possibility. We also have the Pisces energy, which is 2 fish swimming in the opposite direction. So once again, it's another 2 energy in a way. So I do see that maybe 2s might be important for you for the week, or your intuition might be important because we do have the Sun and Moon card as well. So during the month of May, your intuition might be really important. It might be something that really kind of comes forward and something you need to rely on a little bit this month. We'll see what the tarot cards have to say too, but that's something I'm kind of getting a little bit of here. We do have the Roadster here, which usually means some sort of journey or starting out on something new or moving towards something. This might be a good month for some short traveling. Do be cautious, and of course, if you're still in an area that has COVID running kind of crazy, you might want to limit that or be very careful where you go or how you go. But just to let you know that Travel might be something that you need to do this month, or that happens to happen this month for you. The traveling I'm thinking of, if there is any travel involved, would be short trips, like 1-2 day trips, quick little things, small little trips, maybe even to the countryside to visit some family, or hopping on a quick, going somewhere for business, going out of town for business for a day or two, or going on a quick little weekend getaway or something like that. It's those kind of small little trips is kind of the energies I'm getting there. We do have some letters here. We have a D, M, J. Those could be initials. Those could be starts of certain words for you. One of the things that popped up for me was that type of mouth condition that you get because you clench your mouth too tight, that you are clenching things. So I might get the feeling that some of you guys might be letting the world get to you just a little bit, or that some things might get to you that make you kind of clench your teeth a little bit this month, especially early on in the month. Was kind of the energy I'm getting there. But maybe not. I really don't see it as something throughout the whole month. Maybe that's why the getting away for a quick vacation for a weekend might be important here. We do have the winged heart, which usually represents to me that passed on loved ones or the angels are just kind of giving you a heads up that they're there with you, that they're seeing what's happening, they're supporting you throughout the month, which is always a nice little message to kind of know. We do have the crab energy here, which I kind of think going along with the jaw clenching, I think you might be a little bit crabby during early part of the month. I think some things just might irritate you just a little bit. And you kind of get into this little bit of a crabby mode. A little bit of things irritate you more so than maybe normal. It's always nice to kind of get a heads up about those kinds of things, because if that is the case, if things are kind of starting to bother you or things like that, then you can be forewarned and go, oh, okay, maybe I can back off a little bit. Maybe I realize that maybe I'm more prone to having things bother me right now, and maybe kind of choose to have that happen a little less, or not have it happen as much. We do have the hammer. I do think that you guys might be working on some projects this month, possibly outside or building on something. Like some different images came to mind, like a garden, a tree house, a dog house, little things outdoors, kind of energies, or small little repairs maybe, or small little projects to kind of improve around the house or something, is kind of something I think you might focus on during the month just a little bit. So that was just kind of something that kind of came through. Also, the fairy kind of makes me think of outdoors as well, and kind of working on that. So I think focusing on some outdoor projects might be something that you might think about doing this month some. We do have the drama gloves, which means that you might have a little bit of drama happen. Like I said, I do think early in the month you have some things that are going to irritate you or kind of get on your nerves just a little bit. And it might just be that kind of whole drama thing. Now I'm also getting an energy of neighborhood drama, like maybe some issues with your neighbors, or with close friends or people around you like that. There might be some drama going on that you have to deal with or listen to or be a part of. And that might be why you get a little bit irritated, especially early in the month. I see that as being resolved a little bit better later in the month, but that's just something for you to kind of think about. We do have a couple of cards here. We do have the Jack and Queen of Diamonds, both, which is kind of cool. Those are the pinnacle energies. Those are the earthly energies. To me, once again, I see you kind of dealing with the earth a little bit, outdoors, dealing with outdoorsy things, but also dealing with your finances and businesses some this month as well. I feel like that might be a focus, especially later in the month, that you're going to need to buckle down a little bit more for work and pay a little bit more attention to work later on in the month. Let's go ahead and see what our tarot cards have to say about all this as well. Okay, we got the Ace of Cups, the Six of Wands, okay, the Ace of Wands. Oh, I love having two aces here. That's awesome. Oh, another ace, the Ace of Cups again. Okay. And we have the King of Pentacles. That's awesome because we had the King of Pentacles earlier. Okay. We also have the Knight of Wands. We have the Five of Wands. Lots of Wands energy, my goodness. The Eight of Cups. Okay. The World card. And then we also have a Lover card. Okay. I did mention earlier that with the number 2, it's possible somebody was going to find a little bit of romance this month or do a little bit with a romantic partner this month, and the Lover card kind of just reinforced that a little bit. If you're already in a relationship, I think maybe the getaway I was talking about earlier just might be kind of in play, that maybe, spending some time with your significant other is something that's going to be something that you're going to do this month, and spend a little time with them as well, and focusing on them. If you don't have somebody else, it's very possible that somebody might show up into your life this month, and you might meet somebody and have that, because we do have the Ace of Cups showing up twice. That is a new beginning. That is a new start. That's also an emotional card, an emotional energy. So it is possible that a new romance is going to start for some of you guys. So I kind of want to kind of give you a heads up there. I do see once again the communing with nature. Getting away at the beach for like I said, a small little getaway. We did have the Crab, which is kind of a beach energy. We do have the Pisces symbol, which is also, again, dealing with water and whatnot. So maybe, the weekend getaway I was talking about, maybe at the beach, might be just what is needed here for you guys, and kind of make you feel refreshed and new and energized, newly energized for the month. So, like I said, if things do start irritating you or getting on your nerves or doing other things, that maybe that little getaway is something for you to think about doing and dealing with, because I think that might be really good. We do have this Eight of Cups energy, which to me, eights deal with business in a lot of ways, and usually the Eight of Cups denotes finishing some sort of project and then moving on and getting away from that. And I do feel like you guys will be focusing on work later on in the month. So maybe early in the month you will be finishing a project or whatever and be able to move on, and then you'll go back to focusing on work a little bit more a little later. So I do see maybe some short vacation or small vacation time happening this month before you move on and get back to business again, and dealing with work. We do have the Ace of Wands, which is another new beginning. And in this case, I kind of see it as being work related. Because the Wands does deal with our creativity and our things that we're passionate about or whatever. So if work is something that's important to you that you spend some time doing or you care about, we do have lots of Wands energy here. I do see maybe new projects, new ideas, new starts, new passions start this month. And some new things, and I think it might be something that you are going to spend some time, especially later on in the month, dealing with. I think earlier in the month it's more like the new beginnings. It's more like finishing up projects. It's more like doing things, and then you'll be able to move on from there. You do have the Five and the Six of Wands energy, which I really love together, as well as the Knights. The Five is the learning energy. It's getting practice. It's doing things. The Six is the celebratory, coming back victorious energy. So like I said, once again, I feel like You guys will be finishing up some things this month, some especially work-related things, things that you, and maybe some other projects around the house as well, because we did talk about, the hammer and building on some things and working on some stuff. So I do feel like you guys might be working on some things like that this month, but you're going to be able to finish them. They're not going to be big, long-term projects. They're going to get finished up, and then you're going to be able to move on and start something new and something different, and work on something new. So that's kind of the energies I'm seeing for the month there. We have lots of new aces, which are great. Aces are new beginnings, new starts, new perspective on things. And I do see by the end of the month, that is kind of where you're heading, is getting things new and seeing things from a new light and working on new things and that kind of thing. Because I do think you're going to be finishing up some important stuff this year and moving on to something else, or this month, sorry, and moving on. You do have the Knight of Wands, which he's full of energy and a free spirit, and he's rebellious and all that. And I do think that free spirit energy is something you will be tapping into this month some. And I think you kind of need that. I do think maybe you've been bogged down just a little bit lately. And also with the King here, I almost see, maybe you've been oppressed a little bit by your boss, just a little bit, and maybe, kind of oppressed and bogged down from that point of view. And maybe just, like I said, getting away for that couple of days might just be enough to rejuvenate you and kind of revitalize you and get you on the new path. But also that King of Pentacles there that I saw was maybe you, some investments coming in good for you, or some lucrative opportunities starting to show up towards the end of the month. Like I said, starting out new things that I think can be quite lucrative for you showing up there. Let's go ahead and go on to our Oracle spheres, and we can get an answer to our yes or no type of question with this. If you're not familiar with these, remember, or if you're not familiar, here's how they work, is basically we have 4 different stands you can choose from here. And you ask a yes or no type of question, and then you pick your stand, and then your answer goes on that stand. So we have purple, green, bronze, and blue, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you pick which stand. Now, some people utilize these other ways. They have other creative ways that they utilize these. So if you can think of another way to utilize these besides that specific way, awesome, go for it. That's great, and I encourage you to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our answers here. The first one for purple is very likely. Number 2, green, is not now. Number 3, bronze, is not sure. And number 4, blue, is a maybe. So we have a number 1, purple, is a very likely. Number 2, green, is a not now. Number 3, bronze, is a not sure. And a number 4, blue, is a maybe. Now, the not sure could just mean that the question wasn't very clear, or that other things need to play out before the answer can be given. Or depending on how you work your spheres or how they work, it might mean something specifically for you or to help you out with your answers. There. All right, guys, that's your reading for May of 2021. I hope you had some things that will help you deal with the month and work with the energies of the month a little bit better. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Share the channel with your friends and family. Put a link out there on all the different social medias that you belong to. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and check out our other videos. We do put out a weekly rune reading on Mondays that has the Oracle spheres as well as angel numbers involved with it. We have lots of timeless tarot readings on the channel that might be of interest to you to check out, and we do put out other videos every week as well. So we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. You guys are the ones that chose the kind of the gray-green stone here. We'll put that over there. And we do have our tarot and oracle cards we're going to look at. We also have our pre-chosen charms here. They were randomly chosen, but they were pre-chosen. And we also have our oracle spheres where we're going to be asking our yes or no type of question that you get an answer to on that. So you can be kind of thinking of what question you'd like an answer to. All right, so let's go ahead and do our charms first. Remember, this is the energies you're going to be dealing with for May of 2021. Some things that might happen throughout the month. Some advice maybe on how to deal with it, or some things that you might be focusing on during the month. So let's take a look here. All right, we've got the 5 energy. So we'll look at that here in just a minute. We also have an O and a P. Okay. First of all, I do think there's going to be a lot of focus on children this month. Because we have kind of the baby powder, baby bottle representation here. We have the bear. We have the unicorn. And we have the good night charm, which I always think of as, tucking children in at night and saying good night to them. So I do think a big focus this month is going to be on children in some way, shape, or form. Either you're going to spend a lot of time with your children if you have some, or you're going to be dealing with children or working with children, that kind of energy. I feel like there's a lot of working with children or dealing with children, or maybe trying to have a baby this month, or other things like that, I guess, is kind of, just dealing with children in general. Working with children in one way, shape, or form, or something to do with children will be a focus this month for a lot of you. So there you go. We do also have the 5 energy, which is a change energy. I mean, something major might change for you this month. Which, if it does deal with children, maybe some of you guys are actually going to have a baby this month. Maybe you're pregnant and you're going to have a baby. That's possible for a few of you. That's definitely going to change your life quite a bit and make big changes. Or you might get pregnant this month, which will still change your life quite a bit, even if the baby hasn't arrived yet. Or maybe there's going to be other children arriving in the family, or in some way children might affect you in such a way that it's going to change your life up quite a bit this month. So that's very possible. I see the two as being kind of connected there a little bit. Now we do have some other energies here. We do have a transformational energies of the butterfly and the mermaid. So I do think you're going to be transformed quite a bit this month. We do have the change energy of the 5. So I do think you're going to be transforming. I think how you think about the world, what you deal with the world, all the things that you deal with, I think we're going to be transformed quite a bit this month. I think this is going to be a month of transition for you. You're going to work on some other things. You're going to be dealing with some other things. Because we also have the swan, which I also think of as a transformational energy, because I think of the ugly duckling and the swan. So I almost think of transforming, into the swan type of energy. So once again, it's another transformational energy that I kind of see. We do have the forever bauble here. So, you think of some things lasting forever, or some relationships lasting forever, or being kind of close that way. So, just, however that resonates with you, however you want to use it. We did talk about the letters, but not much. They could be initials. I see the word operation with an op here, an operation of some sort. There might be an operation involved. Once again, dealing with children, C-section. Some of you guys might be having a C-section this month. I don't know why I keep going back to that, but I do. So we're just going to keep going with it, whatever the reading leads me to here. But these could just be initials. They could be the beginning of a word for you. They could mean something specific for you. I also see the word pop here. Once again, as a father, so maybe there might be a fatherhood type of energy going on here as well. We do have the owl, which is a wise, gaining knowledge type of energy. So I do think you will be gaining some knowledge this month, or get wiser about some things, or utilize some things. So I think that's something that's going to be an energy for the month as well. We also have the seashell, which also deals with knowledge and intuition and kind of the secrets of the sea. So I think you might tap into some extra little knowledge this month, or some extra things that you didn't know, or you're going to learn some things that you didn't know. You're going to learn maybe some life lessons or some other things this month that might help be part of your transformation, and some things that you're going to be dealing with there. Let's go ahead and look at our tarot cards and see what they have to say about all this. We have the Wheel. That's interesting. Transformational energy. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Judgment card. We have the, I believe this is the Knight of Swords, but it could be, actually it's probably the Page. It's the Page of Swords. I always wonder why the cards always have the Knight helmet for pages. Okay, and then we have the Moon card. That's interesting. Talk about that in just a minute. Okay, we also have the Devil card here. That's intriguing too. And we have the Sweetheart card. We have the Ten of Wands. The Two of Pentacles again. So that's interesting how you have that twice. And then the Nine of Cups. Okay, intriguing. All right. You have the Two of Pentacles twice, which to me means it's a little bit, it's kind of something important here. Usually the Two of Pentacles is dealing with balancing of something, learning to balance things, but usually it's an off balance. But on this particular one, she is in balance. This particular one, he's way off balance. So I think learning to juggle things this month, learning to deal with things, especially if you do have a new addition in your life, or something new coming into your life, and learning to juggle both of those things might be something a little difficult for you. But also the two energies are also a partnership energy. They're also a coming together energy. So with these other cards that I had with Sweetheart and the Moon card right here, I see that a few of you are possibly going to get into a new romantic relationship this month, or you're going to get much closer to your partner this month. You're going to work out being closer with them and that kind of thing. Also, it's kind of interesting, this particular Moon card, you notice how they're holding each other and kind of holding her belly. She has a dog here, which is kind of that, new loving, puppy energy. And so once again, I think for some of you this month, you're going to get pregnant, or have a baby, or, in some way, deal with that in some way this month. I think that is something that is true for quite a few of you watching this particular reading. And then for others of you that's not the case for, like I said, this might have to deal with getting closer to your partner, or getting into a new romantic relationship that you didn't already have. Okay, some other energies during the month that I think you're going to be dealing with is releasing some of your burdens, getting rid of some of the old things. You notice how you have the Ten of Wands. She's carrying them, she's struggling, she's trying to get them up the hill. It's really difficult for her. And oftentimes the Ten of Wands is kind of that burdensome kind of energy. And I do feel like maybe you guys have had that. But then we also have the Nine of Cups. The tens are a completion energy. They are a finishing up kind of energy. So it's very possible that you guys will be sloughing off some burdens and some things that have been burdening you and been kind of difficult for you. And maybe that's where your transformation is coming from. We do have the Nine of Cups energy here, where, she's sitting on the beach, she's got her sandcastle, everything's all up, and she's meditating and feeling very good and wonderful. And it is that kind of energy, that fulfillment energy. And I feel like you guys could be in that energy, especially later on in the month, when you can finally kind of slough off some of these burdens and make your transformation that this month is going to be all about. I do think that getting this more inner peace is something that you can deal with. We do have the Devil card, which usually means dealing with being enchained, being enslaved, something, making you do things or enticing you to do things that you didn't want to do, or that are not good for you to do, or you don't necessarily want to do. In this case, I feel like it might be, once again, getting away from old habits, old burdens, old things kind of holding you down, and being able to put your life back more into balance, and more towards, you're going more towards your transformational energy here. You do have the wheel. The wheel does represent the turning of the tides, the turning of the season, the transformation from one type of era to another. And I really feel like that's a lot of what's going to be happening during this month, is you're going to be transforming a lot from one energy to the next. And it's really good positive energies, by the way. I feel like a lot of this older energy is going to be easier for you. These burdensome energies are going to be easier for you to slough off, and you're going to be able to be a lot more carefree, a lot more happy, and serene. Your judgment is going to be a little bit more in balance. You're going to be able to make judgments a lot easier, and deal with things by the end of the month. That has to do with the wise old owl that we were talking about earlier as well. It's interesting that you have the Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords is inspired. He's very alert and curious. It's that youthful energy once again. So I do think, getting your youthful energy back might be important. Maybe that has to do with children. Isn't so much dealing with other children, or just getting your own childhood energy back again, or feeling young again might be kind of the energy involved with for some of you. But also, the knights are the ones that are, well, the pages are still learning, and I feel like you might still be in a learning mode this month, where you are learning things. The owl, kind of represents that learning and getting your judgment and all of that. But I do feel like it will transform you, that you're going to be learning some things this month that will help transform you in your perspective on life, and change how you're looking at things, and change how things are going. So that's kind of the energies I'm getting here. Let's go ahead and move on to your oracle spheres. Now, if you're unfamiliar with these, basically we have 4 different stands that you can choose from, and you ask a yes or no type of question that you would like to get an answer to, and then you pick which stand you'd like your answer to appear on, and then we get our answers. We have green, bronze, purple, and blue stands, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can pick whichever stand you'd like. Some people utilize these different ways than that. That's the way they originally were thought of, but there are other creative ways some people have come up with that they utilize these oracle spheres as well. So if you have other ways that you can utilize them, you go ahead and do that. That's awesome. And if you can come up with some ways, put it in the comments section. Maybe some other people can get some good ideas too as well. But let's go ahead and get our answers. All right, number 1, green, is a yes. Number 2, bronze, is a not now. Number 3, purple. Oh my goodness. Number 3, purple, is a no. And a number 4, blue, is a maybe. All right, so number 1, green, is yes. Number 2, bronze, is not now. Number 3, purple, is a no. Number 4, blue, is a maybe. So there is our oracle sphere answers. Guys, I hope you had some messages that came through and that were helpful for you for the month, and some things that you can work with, and some energies you know you're going to be dealing with. Please remember to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and leave comments in the comment section. But really, really important is to leave a link to the channel on all your different social media accounts. Give your friends and family a chance to check out the channel and see if we are useful to them or if there's anything here for them. Those are greatly appreciated, and I want to thank you so much in advance for doing all of those things. Please check out our other videos on the channel. We have rune readings that we do on Mondays that include runes, Chinese tiles, oracle spheres, and angel numbers. So that might be something of interest for you to look into. Check out our other videos on our timeless tarot readings. We have lots of them out there on lots of different topics. Plus, we put out new tarot readings every week as well. So we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the amber-looking stone here, put that off to the side. We have our randomly pre-picked charms we're going to look at here. We've got our tarot cards and whatnot here we're going to look at. We will be looking at our oracle spheres a little later, so you could be thinking of your yes or no type of question that you can get an answer to. And we're going to be doing that. But let's go ahead and look at our charms first. And remember, this is the energies for May, the things that you might be dealing with, or what your month might be like, or what you might look forward to for the month, that kind of thing. So let's see what we got going here. All right. Well, we have Taurus and Aquarius, which is interesting. We'll look at those in a minute here. Let's see what else we got. We got willpower and inspire and faith. Okay, interesting. We also have the ship. We have the confident kitty. Actually, I have two different confident kitties there. And we have the French horn and the key. We have an LJZ. Okay. Interesting. All right. So what I see with this here for the month is, first of all, I think, wow, I think you're going to have kind of an active month, to be quite honest. I think you're going to have some inspiration come to you. I think you're going to have some things that are going to make you excited. I think you're going to want to, go out and toot your own horn about some things. I think you're going to, want to share some things with the world, show the world what you got. I think this is kind of your month to get out there and kind of do that. I do think this does deal a lot with worldly things and so forth. I think that's the Taurus energy, the bull, going out there and going for it. But also, I also feel like you're going to need some willpower this month and have faith in yourself and faith in others. I'm not sure. We'll see what the tarot cards have to say about that, but because I'm not exactly sure what energies I'm getting there for sure. So we're going to go ahead and look at those a little closer here in a moment. But I do think you guys have some key going on here to success, especially since it's really interesting. But I often think of a ship's wheel when I think of this particular key, and then we have the ship over here. So I see the ship as either a journey, or some people see it as their ship coming in and bringing in, riches to them, or wealth, or knowledge, or other things, things coming into them. In your case, it might be that you have the key to move forward, to sail on that next journey, to move. You're going to be able to unlock some opportunities. That's the way I'm seeing it. That's the way it's coming through. You're going to be able to unlock some opportunities so your ship can come in, basically. I think you're going to be able to unlock some of that this month. And I think your inspiration and your ideas and other things are going to be able to help you do that. We'll go ahead and take a look at our tarot cards and see, let's see if we can get any more clarification on that energy. Okay, Ace of Swords. Yes, very much what you guys are thinking of. Some new ideas. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Wheel. Okay. We have the Five of Swords. Interesting. Okay. We have the Four of Cups. Okay. We have the Desire card. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Wands. And the Three of Swords. Wow. Okay, guys. This is interesting. The charms made me feel this very much of an excitement. This very much of a new ideas, new energy, getting excited about something, that kind of energy. And I still feel that, and I do think that that's available there, and that's something that's going to happen during the month. But it's interesting, these other energies that have come through here as well. You have your Three of Swords, your Five of Swords, your Five of Pentacles, and your Nine of Wands. These energies all kind of show somehow that you've been wounded in the past, either heartbreakingly, like through a romance or something like that, or through physical injury, or through being threatened, or through financial injury, or some type of something, or things, or several things have kind of injured you, kind of put you on the wounded list, kind of made you fearful and wary and afraid and feeling kind of lonely and so forth. But what's interesting here is what's symbolized on each of these cards for me. First of all, with the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords can also deal very much with healing as well. And you notice how they're not here anymore. They're not writing in their journal. They're not paying attention to all these swords. They're not looking out the window. They're moving forward. They're moving on. They're going forward. That's a symbolism on this particular card. You notice how on this card, this Five of Swords energy, he is sad, lonely, upset. He's dropping things, into, flowers into the river here. But I also see it as almost, how you throw things into a wishing well, or you put your wishes out onto the sea or the ocean, or, there's a ritual that the Chinese do where they, light different lanterns and have wishes and all, and they send them out on their journey. That's kind of the symbolism I'm getting in this card is moving forward from some sort of trauma or so forth. And you notice how on this particular card, yeah, she's injured and all, but she still has her wand. She's still able to defend herself. She's not totally down and out yet. Plus the Nine of Wands, to me, show almost the completion of that kind of energy, almost finishing up, getting to the Ten of Wands, where you're able to release the burdens and move forward. So, and then the Five of Pentacles here, he is right here, able to get help. He's right at the journey here. So what I see with this here is you guys have had some stuff that have definitely kind of, hello Marty, boy, you've decided the last few readings to come visit us. What's going on there? Whenever he shows up, I always feel like maybe there's an extra message or something special there that people might want to pay attention to. Okay, come on, baby. Let's move off so everybody can see the reading. There we go. Good boy. Okay, so what I see with this here is this is definitely something that has been an issue, and it's definitely something that you've been dealing with. But I also see so many hopeful cards here, and so many moving forward and having a good time cards. Like, for instance, this particular Four of Cups, you notice how, he's offering her, something, and they can, move forward and have a really good time together. And fours are good foundational energies as well. You notice how we have the wheel here, and they're enjoying each other's company, and they, got the Ferris wheel, which that shows a good time. That shows being optimistic about things and enjoying yourself. It's also the 10 energy, which to me the 10s are the completion and the moving forward energy. Also, the wheel does denote moving from one phase of life to another and something different. So if you've been in this one phase and now moving forward to a new phase is definitely in the charts here. We do have the Ace of Swords, which the ace is the new beginnings, the new thoughts, the new ideas, the new inspirations, kind of the Aquarius energy and the other things I was kind of seeing with the charms here. So I do think you guys are going to have some new ways of thinking about things, new life, new other stuff that you're going to just start to get out of this mode. Some things are going to strike you almost like lightning, and you're going to come up with some things and you go, wow, that's really cool and really awesome. And you're going to start wanting to live life again. You're going to start wanting to feel really good again. Now, one of the things that I see here for some of you guys is some of this heartache, some of this other thing might have dealt with a significant other. You may have lost somebody, you may have broken up, you may have split up, you may have not been in a relationship for a while, and you may have had your heart broken with that. And I do see that energy now moving forward, and that maybe somebody new might come into your life that might help you get out of those feelings and other things that you've had going with that. So some of you guys, that is definitely the energy for you. Okay, baby, he's going to take off on us again. Go on so they can see their cards. Good boy. Alrighty, well, there's our guest appearance by Marty. Alright, the other thing I see here as well is more hopeful type of energy here with the Seven of Pentacles. You notice how she's harvesting her grapes. She's, grapes and pentacles are all growing. She's got her book, her wisdom here, but she's got her wine. She's relaxing. She's really starting to feel healed. And she's really starting to be able to harvest some of what's going on here. So I feel like that's kind of the energy mode that you guys are going to get more into, this excited mode, this happy mode, this, turning and having more fun times and more, enjoyable, relaxing times, and also be able to start getting new inspired ideas and things going on in your life as well. So that's what I see for you for during the month of May, is transforming from one kind of energy into this other energy, and being able to, really move forward with your life and really have some great ideas. The ideas is what keeps popping into my head, is I really think that some cool ideas are going to pop into your head this month that's going to make you be inspired and help you inspire others as well. And also help you keep moving forward and keep, feeling that energy and so forth, and be able to move on and move forward. And that's what I see here more than anything else. Is it's exciting. I get this bubbly excitement when I feel this, which is really awesome, because if you guys have been in this other mode, it's really nice to see that, something exciting might be happening and coming forward, and new rejuvenation and new energies, and feeling better about things coming forward in May. So that's exciting to me. Let's go ahead and move on to your oracle spheres. And basically how these work, if you've not been familiar with them before, is you think of a yes or no type of question that you would like to get an answer to, and then we have 4 different stands that the answers can appear on. We have green, bronze, purple, and blue. And 1, 2, 3, and 4, you can pick your stand that you would like your answer to appear on. Now, other people have chosen to do different things with these. Some people ask more than one question and pick a different stand for each answer. Some people have utilize each stand to represent something different, and then depending on what answers appear on that stand, it helps lead them one way or another, depending on whatever meanings they've assigned to each stand. So you guys work this out however works good for you, and if you come up with a unique way to utilize the stands, put it in the comments section. That way our other users can see that as well, and then maybe they can get something out of it. All right, so here's our answers. Number 1, green, is very likely. Number 2, bronze, is probable. Number 3, purple, is also probable. And a number 4, blue, is a maybe. All right, so number 1, green, is very likely. Number 2, bronze, is probable. Number 3, purple, is also probable. Number 4, blue, is a maybe. So there's our Oracle Spirit answers for the month. All right, guys, I hope that you had some messages that came through that were very useful to you for this. It's an exciting sounding month to me, so I really hope it works out well for you. I'm excited to see how things play out. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, share the channel with your friends and family on all the different social medias that you're available to, give them a link to the channel so they can check us out as well. Please remember to leave us comments in the comment section and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Check out our other videos. We put out rune readings every Monday. That includes the runes and oracle spheres and angel numbers, so those might be of interest to you to look into. We do put out tarot readings every week as well. We have lots of timeless tarot readings on the channel that you can check out and maybe get some insight for yourself on different things as well to check those out. We do put out videos every week, so we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.